PTR is an integer pointer, VAL should also be an integer, but I have declared integer as a float. So I cannot do this. I cannot assign a float address to an integer pointer. So this is wrong. Okay, another point to note about the pointer initialization is pointer can be initialized to 0 value. That means int star p is equal to null. Null represents 0. That is a syntax in the C. This defined in C. Integer star p is equal to 0. These both statements are exactly same. These are assigning value 0 to the integer pointers p. Now let's see an example how to access the variables. Now I have written down a program in C with the main function, and then I start its function and declare two variables int x and y. In the next line I declare int star ptr. Okay, then I do x is equal to 10 means I have initialized the value x to 10, and in the next line ptr is equal to and x. This ampersand of x means now ptr is pointing to the 10, means I can use the value 10 by using star ptr. That is done in the next line. I assign y is equal to star ptr, means now this value 10 is assigned to y. This star is called the dereferencing operator. By using ampersand character we have addressed the value of x, and by using dereferencing operator star, that means in the last line y is equal to star ptr, I can assign value 10 to y by using a pointer. Now continuing with the same example, now let's see what will be printed out. Now everyone I think will be familiar with the printf statements used in C. So what is the first line? Printf value of x is %d/n, x will print out. What will be the output of this first line? Now output says value of x is %d. Now %d stands for integer. Now what value of the integer I have to take? I have to take the x on the right hand side, because I have taken x as the variable. So value of x is, let's see in the previous slide what we have assigned to x. X we have assigned is 10. Okay, now I know that x is assigned directly 10 and y is assigned pointer of star. So what is the value of x? Here it comes, x is 10. Okay, go with the second line. Printf ampersand d is stored at the address %u. Now this %u variable is for the floating variables, and %d is for integer, %u for floating. This I need to take care. I cannot do declare at the same time %d at the both sides. I have two variables in the second line, x and ampersand of x. X means directly that integer x, and ampersand x means address of that x. So what is the output of second line? This first %d will give the value of x, and this second %u will give the address of x. Why? Because I have used ampersand x. So let's see whether it gives or not. Okay, it gives 10 for the x. What for %x? Okay, it gives 5004. See, this address I have taken randomly, 5004. It could be anywhere in the memory. So whatever I take addresses, it will be, that means this value 10 is stored at this address 5004. Okay, now it is clear. Now let's see again with the star third line. Printf %d is stored at the address %u. Okay, now I have used %x, and another operator is star ampersand x and ampersand x. So what is the difference? When I use star and ampersand, what I am doing? First I am accessing the address of x by using the ampersand, then I am dereferencing it again by star. So that means this star and ampersand when used at the same time will cancel out and will be giving the value 10. Yeah, here it comes 10. Now what about the next one? It is again address of x, so it would be same. Yeah, it is same. Now coming to the fourth line, %d is stored at the address *u ptr, star ptr and ptr. Now what was ptr? Ptr I have taken, let's see what we have taken ptr. Here it is. Ptr is an integer pointer and it is given the address of x. Okay, coming to the fourth line, star PTR is given the address of the x. So star PTR will give dereferencing that x. It is same as directly writing x. Now what about the PTR? What will PTR give? PTR is ampersand of x. So ampersand of x we are writing above same 5004. Okay, now coming to next line. See, everything out, every output I have seen is same. These are only meaning different representations of this. So now let's see what is PTR show. PTR will show 5000. Okay, that means it is the address of PTR now. And what will percentage u will show? Percentage u will be giving address of PTR. Again it is changed now. Up till now we was 5004 in the previous line. Now it is 5006, or it could be somewhere any place else in the memory. So now let's see what this last printf do. Percentage d is stored at address u. Now I have changed the variable to y and ampersand y. Now where does y point? Y is star PTR. So y is 10. Okay, it is 10, and ampersand y is its address. Okay, here it comes address 5008. That means now this 10 was stored at 5004. Now this again same 10 is stored at 5008. Okay, now coming to the last line. I have assigned star PTR to 20. Star PTR means dereferencing that pointer and giving it to the value 20. Now what will this last printf do? Now x is, now it is changed to 20. Earlier it was 10. Up till now we was doing 10, 10, 10, 10. Every time 10 was coming for x. Now I have done star PTR is equal to 20 and 20 will come for x. Now this was the simple examples for the pointers. Now we start with the operations. What we can do with the pointers? We can increment or decrement the pointer. That means I have defined a pointer, say p1. So I can do p1 plus plus. That means I have incremented p1 by 1. Decrement means I have decremented p2 by 1. Next is an integer value may be added to or subtracted from a pointer. That means I can do p1 plus 2 or p1 minus 2 or any other variable. I can do like this without dereferencing. So what is this doing? This is basically adding that integer address. Say p1 has having address 5000, and if I do p1 plus 2, so it will be 5002. Okay? No, it is not okay. If I do p1 plus 2, what would be the address? It will depend on the data type of p1. If the p1 is integer data type, an integer contains 2 bytes. So 2 bytes of integer plus 2 added. So it would be 4. It would be 1004 or 5004. If p1 is 5000, then p1 plus 2 would be 5004. Next is when pointing to same array, pointer variables may be subtracted from one another. Okay, now this is good. We have not covered the array yet, but we need to remember this. When pointer is pointing to an starting point of array, we can subtract the pointers. Next, pointing to same data type. So pointer can be then compared. That means I can check p1 greater than p2, p1 equality or p1 unequality. What we can do with this? This is useful in comparing the conditions. When I using the pointers in my example and I need to do the comparisons, I will be doing this kind of thing. I will be comparing the printers. The next example I have taken is for this arithmetic. What does we can do? Let's see in the example. I have declared a main function and I have declared in one line integer a, integer b. Then I have declared a pointer p1 and p2. Both are now integer pointers. And another variable, say x, y and z. Say a is 12, b is 4. These I have assigned, or you can say initialized. Now p1 I have assigned the address of a, means now p1 will point to a. p2 I have assigned address b, means p2 will now point to b. Now in the next slide we will see how these operations can be done. Say now x is star p1 star p2 minus 6, and again y has some long expression I have written. Now coming to printf, let's see what printf will do. First printf, it will print a is equal to percentage d. Percentage d means integer value. So I have taken a is equal to 12, so it will be taking 12. Now see what we have taken as b. B I have taken 4. These I have initialized. Okay, now what is x and what is y? That I have printed in the next line. So let's see, calculate the x. P1 is pointing to A is 12, multiplied by P2 pointing to B is 4. So 12 multiplied by 4 is 48, minus 6, answer is 42. Yes, okay. 48 minus 6, 42. Now let's see what is y. For calculating the y, I need to see this expression. What is this expression? I need to see the order in which they are cleared. First I have to clear star P2 because this is the inner more bracket. Star P2 is value of B, that is 4. Then I have a minus sign with this 4. So that means minus 4, and this is again multiplied by the 4. So it will giving minus 16. So all these first bracket cleared. Then we have a division sign. And on the other side of the division sign, I have a star P1. Star P1 means value of A. So minus 10 divided by 12. Now I have declared is an integer. So it will be giving an integer value. It will be giving 1 plus, minus 1 plus 10. So what is the answer? Answer of y is 9. Minus 1 plus 10 is 9. So let's see, do some pointer arithmetic. Another one is star P2 is equal to star P2 plus 3. Now what it will give? P2 I have assigned value 4. So P1 should be 7. Okay, P2 I have assigned 4. So P2 becomes 4 plus 3, 7. Now again I have done P1 is equal to star P2 minus 5. Now let's see, P2 was 4, but now I have changed P2 to 4 plus 3. So P2 is now 7. So P1 becomes 7 minus 5. It will be 2. So let's see what now Z becomes. Z is star P1 multiplied by star P2 minus 6. P1 is 12 multiplied by P2 7. 2 multiplied by 7 minus 6. So it will be giving, what is the answer? 14 minus 6. Answer is 8. Okay, so Z prints out 8. A is 2, B is 7, Z is 8. So this gives the answer. So now let's come to the what we can conclude from this pointer arithmetic. Now I cannot do P1 plus P2, means I cannot directly add the pointers. Second is, a pointer variable cannot be multiplied. I cannot do P1 dot 3, P1 star 3, but and also it is illegal to divide or multiply the pointers. Okay, and the last point we need to take care is, a value cannot be assigned to an arbitrary address. That means I cannot directly do star x is equal to 10. I need to point to star x, then value 10 will be given to the pointer. I cannot directly do, say, address of x is 10. This is not allowed in C. Okay, so this concludes the pointer arithmetic. Now switching to next one, how the pointers can be used with the arrays. Now see as this, what is this expression is, what I have written here, elements x0, x1, x2, x3 and x4. These are having value 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And address I have written as 1000, 1002. Now see, it is 1002, not 1001. Why? Because x I have taken as an integer. So it is an integer array. Integer x5 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as I have written down in the line below. So integer is of 2 byte. So I will be adding 2 to the address 1000, 1002, 1004, 1006 and 1008. So now I suppose I declare a pointer, integer pointer int star ptr, and I assign value ptr. Address of x0 means x0 is 1, so I will be assigning the address of that 1. What is the address? 1000. So I will be assigning basically 1000 to ptr. So now that means my this integer pointer ptr or star ptr will point to the first element of the array x. Okay, now let's see what we can do with this. Okay, address of x, suppose I need to access pointer 3. So what we can do, I have written a general formula for this. If I need to address x3, say x3, what is the value at x3? x3 the value is 4 and address is 1006. So how do you know address of x3? address of x3 is base address is my 1000 as shown in the previous slide, that is pointing to the first point value of the array. So 1000 plus 3 into size of the integer or size of the data type I have defined. This is my integer array. So size of integer is 2, 3 into 2 is 6 plus base address 1000. So it will be 1006. Address of x3 would be 1006. So what is star ptr plus 3 is giving? Star ptr plus 3. Now remember this order of the bracket. I am not doing star ptr plus 3. I am doing ptr plus 3 then star, means ptr 3 plus ptr is having address 1000 plus 3 means 1003. Then dereference that. What is the value at 1000? That is dereferencing. So ptr I have assigned 1000 plus 3 is 1003. Is it okay? No, it is not okay. 1000 not, it is 1003. As we have explained, it would be 3 into size of the integer. Size of integer is 2. So 3 into 2 is 6. It would be 6, 1006. So basically what this is doing, ptr plus 3, I am dereferencing this and giving it, that means it is pointing to x3. So I can directly use this as in the array. So this is the most powerful feature of the pointers. I can use pointers with the arrays. By using this kind of things, I can directly go to any value of the array. Now pointer to 2D array. Now we have seen up till now was 1D array. Now what about the 2D array? 2D means two-dimensional array. That means now I have a row also and column also. So now what I can do with this? Suppose I declared an array ARR and declare an array pointer ptr is equal to AR. That means now it will be pointing to the first row of this array. First row of this array is containing 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 and 0, 4. So ptr is pointing to this. Now if I do ptr plus I, what is ptr plus I? Ptr plus I is means pointer to first row. Now plus I is also done. So as we have seen in the one dimensional array, when I do ptr plus I, it will be for the ith row. See, here I have explained ptr plus 3 means to the next element containing the 3. So again it is same here, ptr plus I means containing to the ith row. Now if I dereference this, means if I put a star beyond this, means star of ptr plus I. So what does this